Welcome to Northeast Current. I'm your guest host today, Kathy Ristrouch, and I'm also producing Actors Circle's opening show for their 32nd season, Ghost of a Chance. It's quite the comedy, and it also has a little bit of eeriness going on about it with a ghost named Chance. And Chance happens to be right here with me. This is KK Gordon, and KK, you've done a few things with Actors Circle, but this is one of the first major roles that you're doing with us in a long time.
It's been 3 years since I've been here.
Since you did for a major role, though.
I've done major roles
Major.
here.
Oh, I know you've done major. I'm saying recently.
It's been 3 years since I've been on stage whatsoever. I've been concentrating on my playwriting.
Yeah.
And the time was right, and Jeff's a great friend of mine, and I came and auditioned, and just real happy to be back.
Yeah, he's quite the playwright, quite the actor, and very tall. Anyone that comes to the theater here will see how tall KK is. And Jeff Ginsburg and Bill Mecca, they're directing for the first time here at Actors Circle. And by the way, we are here on the stage of Providence Playhouse where the show is being presented. And when we get a chance, you'll see the entire set, how much is accomplished with it. Betsy Seaforth has done the set decorating, Casey Thomas the painting, and it's not finished yet. We're still getting ready, even though you're going to see this on Thursday, the night of our preview day. But I just want to get that across. KK, it's so nice to have you on our stage after a few years not being here, instead of doing all your special work as a writer. Tell me some of your experiences working with Jeff and Bill.
Well, Jeff and I go back a really long time. Jeff and I went to college together.
Oh,
and we've been really good friends ever since, and I've always been a big fan and a big supporter of Jeff. And when I saw that he was directing for his very first time, I said, Jeff, if you need anything, I'm there. I've spent 16 years telling you I believe in you.
Yes.
I'm going to be there no matter what. And I showed up and did a bit of a cowboy accent and wandered around in a flannel shirt, and he thought I'd be okay.
And I was there at the audition, and yes, you were perfect for that part. Yes, Jeff is very, very well known at Actors Circle. He's on our board. He's now our vice president for our board, and he's been on the stage forever, so people have seen him and his work, along with Bill Mecca, who's done quite a few things here too. And they're both very talented, so it's always nice to get a new director, and who knows, one of these days maybe KK will direct for us too.
Maybe.
Maybe. So we have other people in this show I want to make sure we mention. Your fiance, Bethany, that's being played by Christina Matadix. And
she is a jewel.
She's a jewel. Yes, she is. Hopefully we have photos for you. You can look at the photos that I put together for us. She's very good to work with. Ashley A. Michaels. She's playing Crystal. She's the medium. We had a medium who could see the ghost, along with Bethany, who was the only two in the family and the people on stage that could actually see you, the ghost, Chance. Of course, the audience sees him. And George Cosmatis, he's in it. David Hunish, very, very talented actor. Like, they're all very talented. I mean, we have a fabulous cast. And Lori Lotney. She and I played together in Seniors of the Sahara, so if anyone familiar with Actors Circle and saw that will remember her from that show in particular. I'm just thrilled. I made a point of not seeing much of the antics going on, so I could be very happily surprised on Thursday about how it all came together. Tell me some more stories so I could stop talking and you do the talking.
Stories about what?
About working here with the cast.
It's an amazing cast. It's a cast I'm truly proud to be part of. And I haven't been here for 3 years, and a lot of things have changed. There's a lot of new faces, but a lot of surprises, but they were all extremely pleasant ones. We bonded as a cast. It's like a family up here.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. So I'm very happy to have you. Looking forward to that. And in a moment, we'll come back with another cast member. This is Ashley A. Michaels. She's portraying Crystal in Ghost of a Chance. Crystal is the special medium we talked about before when I was with Chance. Ashley, how do you like working as a medium in the show?
It's fun. It's a really fun part. It's the comic relief in the show, although the show is really funny, but she's really the comic character. You know, she's a lot of slapstick stuff, a lot of one-liners. It's a really fun part.
I know I took a photo of you like attacking Chance. So you do have that, because, you know, if you, as I said before, KK is very tall, so you have to be that, you know, have all that special power, and I don't give a darn about what you say. You're going to do what I say, right? That
Yeah,
kind
she's
of
very
character.
outspoken, very blunt.
Yeah. Now give us, we could, without giving away the whole show, tell us how you come about onto the scene. Like, you know, Crystal, you're Crystal, and Bethany, Christina Matadix, she's our other, you know, they're all major parts in this show. She's the wife of Chance, who she is going to be getting married to David Hunish's character, Floyd. And when she comes in, she finds out that Chance, who was dead for 3 years, really isn't, as far as she's concerned. She could see him and talk to him. It's like he's a real breathing person almost. So she's trying her best to get rid of him. Nobody else can see her. They think she's nuts. So tell us how she gets a hold of you.
Well, basically, Bethany looks in the yellow pages and she finds Crystal's number and she calls her up to get rid of Chance's ghost out of the house so she can go on and marry Floyd. And it's a funny situation because Bethany doesn't want Floyd and his mother to know why Crystal's really there. So there's a whole big scene where she's lying and trying to make up this whole big story about why Crystal's there. So no one really knows what she's doing there. And for a while they think that Bethany and Crystal are actually together, and they're not. And
Together as if they're gay.
they're gay.
They think they're gay. Okay.
So
Let's say, oh, college roommates, college friends, like, oh, and now there's, no wonder she's having this issue with Floyd, right?
yes.
Now, what about, like, we'll talk about David and Lori Lotney, David Hunish and Lori Lotney, the mother-son. Isn't there some kind of a relationship situation going on there where she's
very protective, very possessive, that almost like the Jewish mother, kind of. Just doesn't want to let her son go, doesn't want to see him marry Bethany at all. So she's doing everything in her power to try to figure out a way to get them to not marry.
And George Cosmatos, now he's another character, very quickly, coming in to play what is happening with his character?
He plays Adam Lucas, and Adam Lucas is the gentleman who is going to buy Bethany's husband's hunting cabin. And there's a whole situation with that, which I won't give away. You have to come see the show.
Right, right.
So,
All right. So, and in case you didn't know, she's all dialed up in one of her outfits. Doesn't she look like a medium? Okay. So, thank you for coming, Ashley. We're looking forward to seeing you in the show. And we'll be back, and this time with one of our directors. Welcome back, and with me is a very good friend of mine, a colleague, I'm going to say, because we're working on Actors Circle all the time. Jeff has joined us years ago now, and Jeff Ginsburg is with us, and not only is he our actor from Actors Circle and on our board, vice president, he's all around, do it. What do you need done? Here I am. And Jeff, with all your talent, it's so nice to have you directing with us for a change.
Well, it's a very flattering comment. Thank you, Kathy. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, so tell me, what was some of the experiences you had directing? Anything happened in particular, and working with Bill? And
I've done several shows with Bill the last few years, and we seem to work very well together. We've been collaborating very well on the show, and we have a wonderful group of actors.
Yes.
And we faced a series of different challenges, but they were good challenges, figuring out the blocking, figuring out how we want the set, all kinds of various aspects of the show. And it seems to be coming together very well. We're very pleased. But it's very interesting as a director, first major production, to work together to figure out. It's a lot of trial and error in terms of the blocking and all the different areas of putting a show together like this.
Yeah. Now, I know when I'm working as a director, like I'm just the one person putting my 2 cents in, basically. Between you and Bill, do you find yourselves like you had this idea and he had that idea, and like between the two of you, you had to find a way to compromise? Any of that happening?
No, we really didn't have any type of conflictual moments. We seemed to be on the same page.
Well, how boring is that? No conflict. You gotta have conflict.
Any contrasts in views were very minor, and actually we both tag team each other. We picked up a lot of good ideas independently and together, and it just made it an even more a rewarding experience.
Now, just because I wasn't at all those rehearsals, so I'm just going to ask, when you had rehearsals, did one of you say, well, why don't I take this scene and work with it, and you work with this group, or did you just work together all the time?
We always worked together. We never separated the scenes, and a lot of times we would each take notes. I would take a lot of notes, and he would take some notes, and we'd review them together, and then give them to the cast accordingly.
Yeah, I would think as you're moving around, placing your actors in the different spots, you're watching it, did one of you would come up with, you know what, I think this might work better if we try this. What do you think?
Did you
do stuff like that?
Sure, that certainly happened.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
There's been times we've had to just tweak some scenes, and there were times when we had to make some major changes, and we noticed a lot of things, little things and major things, and we made adjustments. Well, it was nice seeing it develop as time went on, and seeing the characters develop, and the actors have just been doing a phenomenal job. Very pleased.
Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing them all. George Conrad is also helping backstage with your prompting for all the actors on script, right?
Yes, he's been coming, and he's been very helpful. So.
And Linda C. Griffiths, she's helping us with the lighting and sound, up on the light board, sound board. And Bob Spalletta designing all the lights for us. And Art Walsh designed the set. And I think it's interesting when you look at the work he did, he also built the set, all this special look, because it has to look like a hunting lodge. As I said before, Betsy decorated everything. But I like what he did over here on that staircase.
Yes, yes.
That is really different.
Yes, they were taking down some trees by his house, and he thought it would be a very nice original kind of look to have that. And he told us about it, and we were all for it. So.
Yeah. Now, just to make sure we tell everybody where this is and all, again, it's Actors Circle, Providence Playhouse, 1256 Providence Road in Scranton, across from Fratelli's Restaurant. I'm going to give you a special heads up. If you come early enough and dine at Fratelli's, they have their nice parking lot. You can park there and then let them know, and you could come over to our theater. Otherwise, you kind of park on the street, find a spot. Now, it's September 19th, which this Thursday that you're seeing this for the first time, September 19th, Thursday preview night. Your ticket's a little bit cheaper. It's at 8 o'clock. Friday and Saturday at 8 o'clock. Sunday at 2 p.m. for 2 weekends. So that's September 19, 20, 21, and 22, and 27, 28, and 29. So hopefully we'll see you at Actors Circle. Call for reservations, 342-9707. And we'll be back after these messages.